Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semuanya. Perkenalkan, saya Ria Musiani, dosen di jurusan Teknik Kimia Politeknik Negeri Malang. Dalam kesempatan ini, saya akan memaparkan rancangan dan strategi pembelajaran untuk mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris 2, yaitu salah satu mata kuliah yang saya ampu. Mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris 2 merupakan mata kuliah wajib untuk mahasiswa D3 Teknik Kimia yang harus ditempuh pada semester 6 dengan bobot 2 SKS dan dilaksanakan selama 2 jam tatap muka setiap minggunya. Mata kuliah ini dirancang untuk membekali mahasiswa dengan kemampuan berkomunikasi secara efektif dalam bahasa Inggris, baik secara lisan maupun tulisan, dalam konteks akademik maupun profesional, khususnya di bidang teknik kimia. Melalui pembelajaran ini, mahasiswa diharapkan mencapai 4 capaian pembelajaran utama, yaitu pertama, mahasiswa mampu menerapkan struktur kalimat dan kosakata teknis untuk menjelaskan fungsi, prosedur, proses, serta hubungan sebab akibat dalam konteks teknik kimia menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang tepat. 2. Mampu menganalisis dan membandingkan kelebihan dan kekurangan suatu proses atau teknologi di bidang teknik kimia menggunakan bahasa Inggris secara logis dan sistematis. 3. Mampu menyusun teks formal dan mempresentasikan ide secara akademik dalam bahasa Inggris dengan struktur yang terorganisasi. 4. Mampu mengembangkan dokumen lamaran kerja dan mempraktikkan wawancara kerja dalam bahasa Inggris formal secara efektif sesuai konteks pekerjaan di industri teknik kimia. Strategi pembelajaran yang saya terapkan mengacu pada pendekatan student-centered learning dan dilaksanakan secara bertahap selama 17 minggu perkuliahan. Dengan metode pertama, ceramah interaktif untuk menyampaikan materi dasar serta membangun pemahaman konseptual mahasiswa. 2. Diskusi kelompok dan presentasi untuk meningkatkan kemampuan berpikir kritis dan komunikasi profesional. 3. Latihan menulis dan berbicara secara efektif, baik melalui tugas individu maupun kerja kelompok. 4. Studi kasus dan simulasi termasuk kegiatan case method dan job interview simulation yang menghubungkan materi dengan dunia nyata. Materi pembelajaran meliputi 8 topik. Yang pertama, fungsi dan kegunaan alat dalam teknik kimia. 2. Prosedur dan tahapan proses kimia. 3. Hubungan sebab dan akibat dalam proses kimia. 4. Analisis kelebihan dan kekurangan teknologi proses. 5. Prospek teknologi kimia di masa depan. 6. Jenis pekerjaan dan tanggung jawab dalam dunia industri. 7. Penulisan surat lamaran kerja. Dan yang terakhir, simulasi wawancara kerja dalam bahasa Inggris. Materi-materi tersebut dipaparkan secara rinci untuk setiap pertemuannya pada RPS dan kontrak kuliah yang telah disepakati bersama dengan mahasiswa. Dalam proses pembelajaran, saya menekankan pentingnya interaksi aktif antara dosen dan mahasiswa. Mahasiswa tidak hanya menjadi penerima informasi, tetapi juga didorong untuk membukakan pendapat dalam diskusi kelas, menyampaikan presentasi secara terstruktur, dan memberikan umpan balik terhadap hasil kerja teman sejawat. Sebagai dosen, saya berperan aktif untuk menjadi fasilitator, motivator, sekaligus evaluator yang siap mendampingi mahasiswa sepanjang proses belajar. Untuk asesmen, penilaian dilakukan secara menyeluruh dan berkesinambungan dengan komposisi non-tes, yaitu input kehadiran dan keaktifan, kuis, tugas, ujian tertulis berupa ujian tengah semester dan ujian akhir semester untuk mengevaluasi keterampilan reseptif mahasiswa yang meliputi reading, listening, grammar, dan vocabulary mahasiswa. Dan yang terakhir yaitu case method. Ya, ada 2 case method dalam mata kuliah ini. Yang pertama presentasi dan yang kedua adalah simulasi interview wawancara kerja dalam bahasa Inggris. Penilaian dilakukan berdasarkan kriteria ketepatan penggunaan struktur kalimat, kesesuaian kosakata teknis, logika penyampaian, serta kelancaran komunikasi lisan maupun tulisan. Hasil evaluasi pembelajaran disampaikan kepada mahasiswa sebanyak 2 kali setelah ujian tengah semester dan setelah ujian akhir semester yang dapat diakses melalui sistem Siakan. Hal ini bertujuan untuk memberikan kesempatan kepada mahasiswa memperbaiki nilai dengan meningkatkan kinerja akademik hingga pelaksanaan UAS apabila pada saat UTS belum mencapai hasil yang optimal. Sebagai ilustrasi dari strategi pembelajaran yang telah saya paparkan, berikut saya tampilkan cuplikan kegiatan pembelajaran yang saya lakukan di kelas. Selamat menyaksikan. Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, I'm good. Okay, it's good to see you again. So, welcome to our class, and today's material is about future prospect for your future career. And why we need to discuss this material? Because as I have told you in the beginning of this semester, that we are going to conduct a job interview simulation. So before doing the job interview simulation, we need to discuss about the careers, potential occupation that you might have in the future. Okay? So let's start the activity with this picture. Okay, as you can see, we have 5 pictures here, and we have one question. Okay, the question is, what are the occupation? Okay, let's start from the first picture. Anyone has idea what the occupation is? Yes?
I think that is a pharmaceutical engineering.
Pharmaceutical engineering.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mas Atta. Others? Any other idea? Yes?
Maybe QC.
QC. Okay, why do you think it is QC?
Maybe come up like that with control the product maybe.
Okay, so the people or the person is controlling or checking the product.
Yes.
Okay, let's see later ya. Nanti kita cek lagi. And how about the second picture? There is a man. Yes, Mbak Fira.
I think it's quality control because I think he checking the product.
He is checking the product. Okay. Right. Thank you, Mbak Fira. So QC, because the person on the picture is checking the product, just like what Mas Maulana said. But let's see later what the occupation of that man. How about the next picture? Yes, please, Mbak Cindy.
Research and development staff.
What do you think it is research and development?
In the new product.
They are discussing a new product. Okay, thank you. The last picture. Any idea? No? Okay, if there is no idea, we are going to find out what the occupation of this man. So I have prepared 4 facts for you to read, guys. So I'm going to divide you into 4 groups. So in one group there will be 2 students ya. Jadi satu grup akan ada 2 orang. And so from here, Mas Atta and Ratu will be group 1. You are going to read text A, and Mbak Umaira and Mbak Cindy will read text B. Mbak Salwa, yes, and Mbak Alicia text C, and Mas Maulana and Mbak Fira will read text D. Please scan the QR code first and read the text. We already read the text, and now let's discuss about the text. Let's go back to the class. Kelompok punya dapat teks yang berbeda. Jadi sekarang kita balik ke kelas, and your job, tugas teman-teman adalah menyampaikan kembali apa yang teman-teman baca. Okay?
This text about pharmaceutical
engineer.
Pharmaceutical engineer. What is it actually?
The job is the principal job is design, development, and manufacturing drugs and therapies.
Okay, design and manufacturing
Development
and
for,
develop
for drugs and therapies.
drug and therapies. Okay. Mbak Ratu, any additional information?
Optimize chemical synthesis routes for efficiency and cost effectiveness.
Okay, so that is the first occupation, guys. That chemical atau teknisi farmasi, ya. Jadi ternyata teman-teman dari teknik kimia itu bisa bekerja sebagai di bidang farmasi juga. Tugasnya apa ini? Tugasnya adalah
Development,
develop, mengembangkan,
design
desain
and
juga,
manufacturing.
berarti manufacturing itu adalah memproduksi obat-obatan. Dan lebih teknis lagi tadi disampaikan oleh Mbak Ratu dengan cara melibatkan sintesa, ya, sintesa di bidang kimia. That is the first occupation. Now let's move on to the second occupation. Okay, second the occupation is
The occupation from text B is R&D scientist or research and development scientist. It's working, discussing for innovations and develop new materials, products, and process.
Okay, so the occupation name is R&D scientist, and the job tugasnya adalah develop new material. Ya,
Material.
membuat bahan-bahan baru yang akan bisa digunakan di industri. Okay. Mbak Cindy, any additional information?
The research and scientist that responsibility to planning the experiment and then analyze the result and scaling up successful lab into the industrial scale.
Okay, scaling up the the lab.
The lab into the industrial.
Oke, jadi mengembangkan ya, scaling up, mengembangkan skala lab ke skala industri. Okay, thank you. That is the second occupation. What was the first occupation that we have? Pharmaceutical engineer. The second occupation is R&D scientist. Let's find out the third occupation. Text C. Mbak Salwa and Mbak Rizia. What the occupation is?
The occupation from taxi is quality control or quality assurance.
Quality control or quality assurance. What is the job? What is the main responsibility?
They have responsibility at testing raw materials, monitoring production processes, and inspecting final products.
Okay. Since the beginning of the process. So testing the material, monitoring the process, and also checking the final products. How about Mbak Aisyah? Any additional information?
Quality control engineer also ensure that product meet established standard or quality, reliability, and performance.
Okay.
Also develop standard operating procedure, maintaining detailed documentation, and support audit and specification.
Okay, it's quite complicated, yeah, actually. Well, before I read the text, what I understand about the quality control staff is just working in the end of the process by checking the final product. But actually, it is not. Ya, ternyata tidak. Ternyata kerjanya dari awal, tengah, sampai akhir. Okay, thank you Mbak Salwa and Mbak Rizia. Let's move on to the last occupation, Mas Maulana and Mbak Fira. What is the occupation?
Okay, the last occupation is a process engineer. The job is responsible for designing, monitoring, controlling, and optimizing industrial process, basically in the manufacturing sector.
Okay, so the occupation is process engineer. And the job, the main job is?
Responsible for designing, monitoring, and controlling,
Okay,
and optimizing industrial process,
Alright.
basically in the manufacturing sector.
a special. Okay, so he works from the start, designing, implementing, controlling, and also evaluating as well, and optimizing. Okay, well done. Mbak Fira, any additional information?
Yes. Based on the text, their task is including scaling up the production process to production level, and then designing prevent layoffs, selecting appropriate equipment, and ensuring safety standards are met.
Okay, so actually there is a similar thing that we do as the R&D scientists. So they also scale up from laboratory phase to industry. Ya, jadi mengembangkan juga dari skala lab ke skala industri. Okay, right, well done. So one cycle R&D scientist, QC, and process engineer. Now let's go back to this picture. Okay, let's go back to this picture again. So once again, after discussing those 4 occupations, what do you think the first picture is? Yes, pharmaceutical engineer. So Mas Atta is correct. Yes, it is pharmaceutical engineer. As we can see on the picture, there is a little tiny thing. Yes, it is truck. Yeah, it is truck. So the man is checking on the truck. And then the second picture is? Yes, I would agree with QC because he is checking into the detail. Ya, dia memeriksa detailnya dari produknya ini. We don't know the product is. Kita nggak tahu produknya apa, tapi dia memeriksa. Next is yes, R&D scientists because they are discussing about the product. They want to develop a product. So in this picture. And the last one is exactly process engineer because he's holding a paper. It might be a blueprint. Ya, mungkin ini blueprint desain yang dibuat yang mau diaplikasikan atau diimplementasikan. Right, well done. Now let's go on to the next activity. Okay, we already got several occupations that you might have in the future. And now I already prepared a job advertisement for you to read. Silahkan di scan, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes to read the text. You will find this job's advertisement. Ada 2 iklan di sini, iklan pekerjaan. Okay, and your job is to read the text, and I want you to decide if you already graduated from this university, which one do you want to apply from those ads? Ya, saya pengen teman-teman baca, silahkan dibaca 5 menit. Setelah itu silahkan ditentukan kalau posisinya teman-teman sudah lulus. Kira-kira ada 2 lowongan pekerjaan ini, mana yang mau dilamar? Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Guys, 5 minutes is solved. Now let's go on to the next activity. As you already read the text about the job advertisement, and now the next activity will be discussing this question. I mean, we need to discuss about the text. Right, let's start with the first question. What is the job title? So they write to a job ad, so you need to explain the first job ad. The job vacancy provides you some information about what position. Okay, any idea about the first question? Anyone, please? Yes.
The title in the text one is equivalent in the laboratory staff.
Laboratory staff.
In the PT Pratama Abadi.
PT Pratama Abadi Industri. How about text B? Second text.
And the second text is the title is the extraction engineer in a small technology division.
Okay, extraction engineer. So we've got 2 kind of occupation. The first one is the laboratory staff, and the second one is extraction engineer. Okay, good. Well done. Okay, thank you, Mas Maulana. Yes, we've got laboratory staff and extraction engineer. And then let's go on to the second question. Which field or industry is this job mainly related to? Satu dulu, Mbak Aisyah.
Job mainly related to footwear manufacturing and chemical laboratory.
Footwear What is it?
Food and manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
Chemical and intensive industry.
Okay, is it for the first time or the second time?
The first one.
The first time about footwear manufacturing. Good. Mbak Fira, how about next week?
For the second text, the field of the job at Small Technology Indonesia is piping technology, plant extraction, and manufacturing, especially for H&B products and piping components.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now let's go on to the third question. What are some key responsibilities of the chemical engineer at that industry? Jadi ada dua ya tadi, laboratory staff and extraction engineer. Tugasnya ngapain? Yang text A dulu, laboratory staff. What are the main responsibility? Yes, Mbak Cindy?
Ensuring chemical testing, complex with NICE standard, and then conducting audits, and preparing bonding performance and material scorecard report.
Okay, so it actually matches with the text that you already read before. Ya, masih tentang web. Okay, good. Thank you. How about the extraction process?
From the second text, some key responsibilities of the chemical engineering at the industry is designing and optimizing extraction process using appropriate equipment and managing production scaling and machinery.
Okay, good. That is the main responsibility of the extraction process. And let's go on to the last question, the qualification. Nah, kalau baca job ad pasti ada persyaratan-persyaratan ya. Now let's talk about the laboratory staff first. What are the qualification? Yes, Mas Atta?
For the text one at PT Pratama Apat Industry, the qualification is bachelor degree in chemical engineering.
Bachelor degree.
Bachelor degree is in chemical engineering, chemistry or related field.
Okay.
Knowledge of chemical and footwear industry, and familiar with SOPs, CE tools, data reporting, fluent in English,
Okay.
for a plus, good communication and presentation skills,
Okay.
and then awareness of health, safety, and work environment.
Okay, it's quite a lot, yeah. And one of them is the skill in English. Okay, skill in English. English is important in fact. Yeah. So the first qualification is holding bachelor degree. I think you are qualified enough, teman-teman. Kalau mau melamar, boleh ya. Sudah tercukupi di persyaratan pertama. And the second one is, what is it?
Chemistry or related field.
Oke, the field, bidangnya sudah masuk ini ya, chemical engineering atau chemistry. Bedanya chemistry sama chemical engineering apa? Kimia. Ya, pure, kita nggak bisa pure chemical gitu, nggak bisa ya, karena istilahnya memang sudah beda. Kalau chemistry, kimia murni, chemical engineering itu adalah kimia yang teknik kimia. Okay, that is the second qualification.
Third is knowledge of chemical and footwear industry, and fourth is familiar with SOP, CE tools, data reporting.
Okay, knowledge.
Knowledge, yes.
Ya, bukan knowledge ya, knowledge. Okay, thank you, Mas Atta. And then let's go on to the last. Anyone? Yes, qualification for the extraction engineer.
From text B, the qualification is bachelor degrees or higher in chemistry, food science, pharmaceuticals, or related field. At least 5 years experience in the plant,
Alright.
extraction or food production, familiar with extraction principles and traditional methods. Outstanding graduates also considered.
Okay, so for this occupation, you need to have 5 years experience ya. Untuk yang ini harus punya pengalaman 5 tahun. So sadly you cannot apply for this occupation. Right, thank you, Mbak Salwa. And then this is the speaking activity. just like what I told you. So you need to decide about the choice, the option from those 2 job ads. Now talk to your friends about their choice. Ask them which one they want to apply in the future after you graduate from this university. Ya, sekarang saya kasih waktu 5 menit buat ngobrol ke temannya. Kira-kira ketika lulus nanti dan ada 2 lowongan pekerjaan ini, mana yang pengen dilamar pekerjaannya? Ya, 5 minutes, talk to your friends, and after that, please report back to the class. Okay?
Because the salary is 1 billion. Maybe because salary is 1 billion.
And they will share it with you.
Now I want to know your choice, just maybe two of you, about the job application that we have. Okay, let's have, anyone wants to share your partner's choice? Anyone? Safira? Oh, salah, yes. Yes, please.
For Zaki, choice is you want to be he interested to be extraction engineer because the salary is large and high.
The salary is quite big. Don't
Yes.
use the word large. Ya, large itu untuk ruangan. Ya, kalau salary you can say big and the salary or say large. The salary is quite big. Okay? Thank you. Satu lagi ya? Anyone? Yes, Safira.
So my partner is Alicia. So she chose to work in laboratory staff because she enjoys.
Right. Okay, let's have a little review before we end the class. So in the beginning, we already discussed several questions that you might apply in the future after you graduate. So the first occupation is, once again,
Pharmaceutical engineer.
how do you pronounce it?
Pharmaceutical.
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 Yes, pharmaceutical engineer. The second one is
R&D science.
R&D scientist. The third one is QC staff. And the last one is
Process engineer.
Process engineer. Okay, so thank you. And for the next activity, there will be an assignment for you to do. I already prepared several questions for you to do. So you need to do it at home later. And next week we are going to come back and talk about a different topic. So thank you very much for coming today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, ma'am.
Demikian pemaparan mengenai kegiatan pengajaran yang saya lakukan. Semoga dapat memberikan gambaran mengenai proses pembelajaran bahasa Inggris 2 di jurusan Teknik Kimia Politeknik Negeri Malang. Saya pamit undur diri. Terima kasih banyak. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.